Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 16th to the 30th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy Spirit wants us to be mindful of, Taurus. During this time, angels and spirit guides show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. This is the moon reversed. Oh, that's interesting. So, Spirit just said you're going to be facing a lot of your fears. And that could be something that is very overwhelming to us, but we're going to be doing it with a lot of strength, a lot of tenacity, a lot of brilliance. So, it's a really good thing. Now, we could also be having a bit of difficulty with a Pisces energy or with something that took place from February 19th to March 20th. Okay, something could be coming up that was started in that time. So, just giving you that because this is a general reading. I like to give people a lot of knowledge. So here, just know that you're going to be facing things that really did scare you before, and it was overwhelming. And now you're going to be looking at it, and you're going to be looking at those fears and thinking, maybe not as scary as I thought it was. Like maybe not as big a deal or as crippling as I thought it was going to be. And that's going to be so liberating, which is really quite brilliant. So let's see what message Spirit has for us. Angels and Spirit guides show me clearly. Okay. I'm going to put these two together because they were not coming apart. Okay. So we have clarity and love reversed. There's something here where we're getting a lot of clarity in a relationship or it's some sort of relationship, some sort of connection that we had. We thought it was love. It wasn't. And it's like, oh, well, okay. Like, okay, that's really what I'm seeing here. It's like a sense of, I thought it was this way, or I thought this was going to be something more, or something beautiful, or something powerful, and it's not. And that's we're going to be coming to terms with that. It's like, oh, okay, that's okay. And as we move forward in that clarity, in that deeper understanding, it brings us to the tarot. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. No, one more. Yeah. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so something can be like kind of out of balance at work for us or where we're trying to get everything just so, just so, just so. So being aware of that can be very liberating in the long run. And also realizing I'm not going to be able to balance it all. That's going to be something that is like, okay, I got that. I've come to this conclusion. I see it, I understand it. Now I'm moving forward. It brings us to the crowning energy here. Ooh, sorry about that. Which is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is feeling overburdened. It's like there's a lot on our plate. Acknowledging, again, there's just an energy here of I have to acknowledge it, right? Acknowledging that there's a lot on my plate, acknowledging that I do have to get through a lot and I'm overwhelmed. That's going to be something that's very liberating for us. We don't need anybody else really to acknowledge it, though it would be nice. But for us to sit there and say, like, hey, I'm doing a really good job. There's a lot more here than I realized. Or we could be saying to somebody like, I don't know why I'm so tired, or I don't know why I'm so looking forward to, like I was just saying to somebody, I don't know why I'm looking forward to summer the way I did when I was really, really little. And she laughed at me and she said, like, there hasn't been so much on your plate recently. And I was like, oh yeah, that's true. So that type of energy is going to come forward, Taurus, and it's just going to be that thing that says, oh yeah, like I've been doing a lot. Like it's been a lot. It's been hard. It's been overwhelming. So acknowledging this is going to be something that's very liberating for us. The 10 of wands, it's like, I see it. I see that I'm carrying a lot. It might not be time to put down that weight. So acknowledging that too can be something where, like, oh man, I just want to let it go. And we're going to be knowing here that, we're moving towards something, and we might have to be carrying a lot. We might have to be doing a lot. Not everything. It's very interesting with the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords for me is usually like we're way too much in our own mind. Not everything, though, is going to be made clear to us instantaneously. So we can be overthinking, overanalyzing, going through this way and that way. Spirit is really showing here, not everything is going to be revealed to you. So that's an interesting way that Spirit is bringing forward the 8 of Swords. Understanding that is going to be important. Not everything is going to be revealed, not everything is going to be understood. That's going to be okay. We need to get out of our own heads, though. That is going to be important. And we're going to find that it's just like, just do something that you were afraid of, do something that overwhelmed you. Just kind of go for it. And there you're going to find a lot of your magic. You're going to find that during this time, the last half of April, you're really starting to find your spark again, Taurus. It's like, oh wow, like that's neat. Or oh wow, I can try that. And before it was like, I could try that, but I'm going to be super afraid. Like I can do that, but I'm going to be super worried. And now it's like, well, the worst that can happen is it doesn't work, you know? And I'm not saying with big things where maybe the stakes are higher, but with littler things, let yourself try. Let yourself fail. Let yourself, look at it and have to look at it 18 million different ways. But know here that you're standing before the altar of your existence, and it's like, okay, the first thing I have to do is claim my power. The first thing I have to do is say, this is me. This is what I want. This is where I'm headed. This is where I'm going. And it brings us to this place where, the hangman, we're used to seeing things differently. Well, now we're seeing things differently than we had originally seen them. So it can be that we're going to ideas that maybe other people had before, and we thought, oh no, that's not right. And now we're saying, maybe there's validity to that. Or we're looking at something that we thought, oh no, it doesn't quite fit. And now we're kind of, I just see us going back to an idea that we had, Taurus, where we thought, oh no, it's not right. It's not quite like this. It's not quite like that. And now we're like, oh, well, maybe it works like this. Like maybe I try it like this. Maybe I look at it like this. And that's going to be a really big thing for us, because it's going to be very, I just hear liberating, liberating, liberating. It's like, oh, well, I can do it like that. And, when we start here, we we don't have to have it perfect. And that's also what Spirit is saying. It's like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be everything just right, just so, just, like this. So being aware of that and being kind to ourselves during this time as we're embracing our magic, as we're standing before the altar of our existence, that's going to be a very powerful thing. But again, we're going back to something where we might have dismissed certain notes that we had taken, or, ideas that we had, like, oh, maybe I'd live here, or maybe I do this. And we're like, oh no, that's ridiculous. And now it's like, why not? Like, why not try? Or, you know what? That's a better idea than I thought it was going to be. With the 4 of Swords reversed. The 4 of Swords is really telling me reversed. It's like you're not getting enough rest, and you're not prioritizing your rest. You might be sleeping, but you might not get into really deep REM, or not deep sleep. Yeah, deep sleep and REM sleep can be something that you're having a bit of difficulty with. So if there's certain things that you could do, like meditations or foods, or, stuff like that, to help get to that sleep, or, not drinking caffeine or alcohol, those type of things also really, really help. That can be really, really beneficial. With the 4 of Swords reverse, there is also a way that we're not acknowledging our story. We're not acknowledging what we have been through, things that have overwhelmed us, things that we have doubted or feared or had to overcome. So, looking at this, that's going to be very important for us. It's like, this is my story. I'm acknowledging it. I'm embracing it. I'm embracing me. I know where I need to be, or I know what I want to be. And there's an empowerment to it. But remember that we're also looking at things and not seeing a full picture. So also be kinder to yourself with that. It's like, I'm not seeing the full thing. So when we're looking at things and we're standing before the altar of our existence and we're embracing our magic and our power and our prestige and everything like that, everything isn't being revealed all at once during this time. And we're moving towards something that's it's kind of bigger than we realize. It really is. It's kind of like, oh, this is more than I thought it was going to be, or oh, this is different than I thought it was going to be. We're also sick and tired of trying to juggle everything. There's going to be some things during this time here, Taurus, where we're like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. And we're really going to be embracing our voice and our ability to say no, which is something as a Taurus, people think, oh, Taurus, headstrong, stubborn, they don't have a problem saying no. We do. We do have a problem saying no. There is a sense of, first of all, I'm like, going to get things done. I've said I was going to do this, that type of energy is around us. But there's also this sense of really being sensitive and knowing that people are counting on this or need that. And we internalize that. There's tremendous, that feminine nurturing energy that's around Taurus, the fact that we're ruled by Venus, that means a lot. Our hearts guide us and the emotional connection that we have to things, or to even just a job well done, that can really be what leads us in directions that are maybe overwhelming at time, or put too much on our plate, or have us being pulled in 18 million different directions that we're not really happy with. So understanding that we're going to be kind of like nope to certain things, that's going to be a game changer during this time, that we're going to say no. It's like, no, I don't want this. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not moving forward that way. It's not us being arrogant or mean or cocky or anything like that. It's just us saying, I need to rest. I see this. I need to rest. I thought maybe I didn't, I thought maybe I could just burn the candle at both ends and not be affected. But the quality of my rest, it matters. And the quality of me honoring my story and myself, it matters. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Seven of Wands. We can be really ready for a fight. So be mindful of this. Like, it's like I've had to have so many fights in order to get here. And now Spirit is saying to us, just be mindful that we could just default to fight mode. So yeah, be aware of that, because it's not really where we want to be. It's not where we need to be. It just eats up our energy. This isn't like, roll over and be a doormat to everybody. But this is really saying, don't waste your energy fighting people and things and ideas that don't matter. Like, they won't matter in the long run. They won't add up the way that we think they are, or they won't be as important as we think they are. Our subconscious message from Spirit is, this is centered reverse. So, that rest that we're lacking is having us really not be centered, not be focused in our energy. So being aware of that is going to be very important as well. In order to be centered, in order to be focused, we need to rest. And that's just going to be a huge part of this time. We also need to release a burden and stop trying to juggle so much. So centered reverse is coming up, and we're just a little scattered. We're kind of a little all over the place. And even when we're centered, we can also be kind of like running things in the back of our mind, like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, that has to get done. So we're not truly, truly centered. It moves us to our subconscious message from the tarot. This is Judgment. There is a sense that, yeah, people are judging us. People are looking at us. There are things that we're doing right now that, people are saying, oh, I wonder if you could do this, or I wonder if you can get that done, type of thing. So if you feel like you're being judged, I don't want to like make you paranoid or bring anxiety, but yeah, people are looking. It's not a bad thing. It is just something that is happening right now. We are also coming out of a place of judging ourselves, out of a darkness, out of being overwhelmed, out of, chaos. So there is a power to that too. So acknowledging that is going to be very important for us. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. God bless. Bye.